before I was a stand-up comedian, I was starred in like over 180 porn scenes. I mean, not all at once, like not like yesterday. It was like spread out over 5 years. It was mostly girls. It was like real porn. It was like fashionably damaged, but not like really damaged. You know what I mean? But in the course of that time, I got a lot of fan mail, and it's really hard for me to communicate to other people how interesting my fan mail is. So what I like to do is sometimes get my friends that are male comedians and actors to come up and help me dramatically read some of my best emails. And so tonight, I would like to bring up Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall to help me read some of my emails.
That's what I'm going to see right before we read this filthy email.
Oh my God.
My daughter. I'm going to read from...
This is annotated with editor's notes by myself, so...
Is this on?
I can't.
What? You want to stand closer?
Yeah, I want to get as close as possible. How I feel.
All right, my mother was English, so that's not very close.
My mom's French, so I'll make up for it. I'll split the difference.
That's why the two countries were at war for 500 years. The French just wanted to hug.
With their mouths. Is this all set up
All
right?
right, let's see. All right. And, so this is this. Okay, you want to set it up?
You want to set it up?
No, I'm just saying I should get into character.
Okay.
Because I'm as a photographer.
Okay. So editor's note.
Hang on. Okay.
That's exactly
How I pictured him.
Ready? Okay.
I had just started working, editor's note. I had just started working as a model in West Palm Beach, Florida, and I responded to an ad placed by a photographer looking for print models for a coffee table book that was primarily art nudes. So, my initial query went, "Hi, I'm Sovereign. I currently model for godsgirls.com and I'm looking for other modeling work. I'm mainly an art nude model. No video, no boy-girl, no penetration. I'm comfortable with implied girl-girl, no hustler spreads, but explicit nudity isn't a problem. Let me know if you're interested."
And replied, "Hi, Sovereign. I've actually shot several God's girls, and I have graduated some of them from websites into real print, all caps. National magazines, international books, and art galleries. I create world-class sexual art for Paris, not LA, or the Florida-style porn. My sexual art is always real, it is never faked, never posed. And as for what American girls call implied, I never shoot anything implied unless you wanted to hire me for that on some sort of a custom basis."
Editor's note. He's certainly implying that I'm unsophisticated because I don't want to do porn.
Why? I do not live an implied life. Your sentence, "No penetration, will do implied girl-girl. No hustler spreads, but explicit nudity is a problem." This statement leaves me puzzled. And I welcome your elucidating this for me. If you are not doing penetrations or spreads, then please describe what explicit is. Multiple question marks. I'm not being cynical. I'm honestly just curious. I talk to girls from all over the world, various descriptions I get of various different versions of acceptable sexuality are always interesting, especially since I am now based in the Bible Belt rather than LA. My agent is in Paris and my book publisher is in Berlin. A wide cultural spectrum of views on sexuality. Yours, John. And then there's more from John here. "I am based in Nashville, but I only, all caps, shoot for Hollywood and Europe. Are you interested in doing serious, all caps, major erotic magazine features or erotic book photography? My work should speak for itself. This is real print. Guess what? All caps. For hardback coffee table books, the top nude magazines and art galleries in Europe, I do not, all caps, do websites or local work. As you review photographers on here, keep this in mind. Always ask to see what they have actually published, all caps. In national, just one cap. But totally unnecessary cap. And international, again, an absolutely unnecessary capital, international. Print, all caps. In real books and in real magazines that you can go to buy in a major bookstore. That will weed out all the people who just do website or local stuff. I am a Hollywood and international photographer and filmmaker who just happens to live in Nashville. Here's a link to an online bio on me. My agent is in Paris, my book publisher is in Germany. See more, here's a link. I shoot nudes for hardback coffee table. When do you talk again? I shoot nudes for hardback coffee table books. All right. My book publisher, Goliath Books of Germany, and I have 4 new erotic photo books I am just starting. I also shoot photo features for major erotic magazines. Brackets, Hustler's Taboo, Hustler's Barely Legal, Fox Gallery Nugget, Leg Sex, and many, many others.
So here he goes on to list his references. Taboo Magazine, Taboo Magazine, Taboo Magazine, Taboo Magazine, Fox Magazine, Hustler's Taboo, Hustler's Taboo, 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 Taboo.
I think you missed 7 taboos. I work closely with LFP. Larry Flint Productions. In Hollywood, and I do photography and videos for Hustler, Hollywood Retail. Large color prints of my nudes are on display in Hustler Hollywood stores.
Editor's note, it probably goes without saying that Hustler Magazine is exclusively porn.
I specialize in solo girl fetish cum shot art.
Editor's note, the original ad was for an art nude model.
Cum shot art for beautiful art gallery prints. This is art, all caps, not gonzo porn. Everything I do is of the highest quality, elegant, sexual art.
He goes on to list like more links where I could go see his work. Editor's note.
Oops. I just lost the page. There we go.
Okay.
I'm opening it.
While claiming to not shoot porn, the majority of the references he is citing are porn publications. He also thought he was going to impress me with the lure of print and his Parisian sophistication. So I wrote him back and tried to flatter his ego without agreeing to go outside of my boundaries. In short, this guy seemed like a total blowhard, but I really wanted to make the $3,000 the job paid. Hello there. To clarify the kind of work I'm comfortable doing, I've been in art shows where there are photos of me touching myself with spread legs. To me, explicit nudity is artful even if my legs are spread wide and you can see everything. What I don't want to do is spread where the camera is giving me a gynecological exam. There's nothing really artful in that. Implied girl to me means I'm being open to photograph with another female model in a suggestive way. We perhaps are badly matched. I do this for the love. Editor's note. I should have said I was doing it for the love of a man. I had a boyfriend that was a photographer that thought he was going to turn me into the next Dita Von Teese, and you can tell by these next sentences that I was really convinced my vagina was an actual political movement. I love erotica, and I'm not afraid to be graphic for the right photographer project. Editor's note, what this really means is I'd really like $3,000, and I'm totally willing to compromise my integrity. However, I think I must have been mistaken in responding because I'm based in West Palm Beach. I think your work is very good. You are rather a rarity, I'm finding, however, and a lot of people are trying to talk me into bang bros, etc. Editor's note. Here I am attempting to flatter his vanity, so he too will give me that $3,000. I'm interested in making art, but I'm not interested in making gonzo porn. It's a hard line to toe. Sovereign.
Sovereign. Please understand that I will never, all caps, attempt to persuade you or try to talk you into doing anything. Philosophically, I just don't agree with that approach. My art is very sexual, And the sexuality must come naturally from my girls, and that only happens after they relax and they realize that I have no hidden agenda for them. And then I can comfortably start teaching them to have very advanced orgasms.
Editor's note. The job posting I was responding to was a model for still photographs for a coffee table book that was comfortable with nudity.
My girls have lots of real orgasms when we shoot. Usually 30 to 40 a day. Brackets, this is for real. And I make sure of that by using, Hitachi magic wands, oscillators, Sibian sex machines, PDFs, electrosex, and found spots, etc. To teach, I'm glad he didn't list everything. He saved us some time with the etc. That was really an homage to concise writing. Etc. Now where was I? My girls have lots of etc. Oh no, it's your. Oh, here we are, guys. To teach my models how to have advanced orgasms. That is why they glow in my pictures.
Editor's note. Still not sure what's more arrogant than a man that thinks he's going to teach a woman how to have an orgasm. We usually figure out where our clits are years before men do.
I am the antithesis of gonzo porn. Those guys just want to use girls up and spit them out.
Editor's note. I'm sure that John has formed a long-lasting and loving relationships with the various women he's photographed in various BDSM sexual torture scenarios over the years.
I want classy, erotic girls who I can teach and train to become long-term stars. And I already know that when I teach a new model to expand her sexual horizons and her sexual possibilities by teaching her to have advanced orgasms, she will keep coming back to me to shoot over and over. Once again, I create sexual art. Yes, the orgasms are real, so is the art. You are beautiful. The more you do your research on porn people and compare them to what I do, you will see that I am not just a rarity. I am alone.
Editor's note. No, John is not like other porn people. They tell you exactly what they are hiring you for.
This is not a hard line to toe. You just have to be very selective who you shoot with, that's all. By the way, you're much closer to me than the LA girls who fly to Nashville and stay with me for 3 to 5 days at a time to shoot. John!
Editor's note. At this point, I realized that the job John was hiring for wasn't actually a model for a coffee table book, but rather a sexual submissive, which there was no way I was doing for $3,000. A week-long out hole is like 50 grand these days. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
What? I've never done this before.
Do some, Happy birthday